Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D Coin Channel, and today is the 1960 Jefferson nickel from the United States of America, and this is by far the worst year ever for a Denver reverse on the Jefferson nickel. There are absolutely none, and by that I mean zero, coins graded from 1960 for the Denver Mint that have full steps on them. That's a coin you could look for. If you ever have a 1960 Denver Mint coin, and you can tell the Denver Mint coin because there's a D over here. On 1960, the United States was still putting mint marks on the back of their coins. And so when we look at this, we see that at the top it says E pluribus unum. We see this is Monticello here. This is from an uncirculated mint set, if you can believe that. It just all scratched up everywhere. Monticello was Jefferson's home, and right outside of his home, there are, depending on the year of the coin, there are either 5 or 6 full steps that go up to the top here. We can almost see a couple right here, those lines going across. And down here it says 5 cents, and at the very bottom it says United States of America. This coin is a copper nickel coin, and in 1960 the US was starting into a coin shortage, and they were trying to mint as many coins as they could. In God We Trust, it says in front of Jefferson, Liberty behind him with a star there, and you can see the star has very little definition. It actually kind of looks like a starfish, kind of bent arms there. 1960 here, and then this was before we had the FS, the Felix Schlag on the coins, so no initials for Felix Schlag at the bottom. In 1960, at the Denver Mint, they made 193 million of these. Of these, there are 7 so far that they've found that are mint state 67, nothing above. And those 7, none of them are full steps, and they go for about $4,150. So if you could find any 1960 Denver Mint coin of any steps, it could have some value. So always look for those steps. I'm going to show you the photographs on the PCGS website of the 1960D, the best version that they've ever found of it. And I'm also going to show you a version from the PCGS website of the 1960 proof coin and what a full steps would look like. So this is it. This is one of the best nickels, one of the 7 best nickels ever found for the 1960D Jefferson nickel, regular strike nickel, which means essentially it's not a proof set. And then we go over here to look at it, and we're trying to look for full steps. This is what you get. That's what the steps look like. You see a couple steps there, those lines going through, but that's really all there is, which is just amazing. If we go to the proof coin from 1960, this is what the proof coin looks like when we magnify the steps. Now see those lines going through? They're all there, all the way across, top to bottom. That's what you call a full steps version. The 1960 Denver Mint coin, that's what you call a no steps version. And in fact, if you look at the PCGS website, they do not have a full steps version for grading for 1960 for the Denver coin. Okay, welcome back. So that's what the best Denver Mint coin ever from 1960 looks like. What about the Philadelphia coin? Well, the Philadelphia coin's a little bit better. We see this is a little bit more detailed. We tip it up on its edge and we see, again, the same copper nickel-clad copper coin. And then again, we get to the back and we see that the Philadelphia coin's all scratched up too, and very few steps here. In the Philadelphia Mint in 1960, they made 55.4 million coins, and they found 1 mint state 66 plus full step so far. And guess what? It goes for 15,520. So look for the full step whenever you find a 1960, and look for any steps, because even this one with just 1 step that goes all the way across is better than most. What about the proof coins? Well, the proof coins from 1960 were made at the Philadelphia Mint. They made 1.7 million of those, and those are much better off in terms of the steps. So here's a proof coin from 1960, and look at those steps there. You can see pretty much all of them go all the way across. So if you count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe the bottom step's missing a little tiny bit, but not much. Even so, even though this has the full steps on it and it's a proof coin, it's still not very detailed. And that's because in 1960, what they did with a lot of proof coins was just hyper shine them so that they actually took some of the detail off when they shined them for the proof coin. So these were made at the Philadelphia Mint, so there'll be no mint mark. They were put in proof sets, and there was 1.7 million proof sets. And of those 1.7 million proof sets, they found 10 so far at a proof 69 deep cameo worth $3,250. And this one, of course, is not a proof 69 or a deep cameo, but it is a proof coin. All right, well, that's all we have today from Big D Coins. This is DC saying we'd love to have you subscribe to the channel and leave any comments you have in the comment section.